Today was the first 5x5 session. 5x5 is a very traditional, classic strength building rep range. Basically, in a really roundabout term, this is because it's 6:30 or 20 to 7, and I was blasting myself, so if this doesn't come out exactly right, bear with me. 5x5 sits in a strength rep range which focuses more on a creatine phosphate release for an energy system. Again, I might be really butchering that way of saying it. It's 25 reps, heavy stuff. I started out with 125 on the bar, or with the bar, which works out to be around 90% of that 140, I think, if I've done my maths right. Anyway, the first 2 sets killed me, like did me in. So I dropped that weight down to 120. Still felt better, but it's still hard. So next week is probably starting on the 120 and making sure that stuff stays in place. As much as I want this to be heavy, those first 2 sets were too much. They were just too heavy, so I had to pull that back to maintain my form out of it. Interesting points were that as I was coming up to the top, my center was shaking all over, at least it felt like it was. My final set I really had to attack. Put on some heavy music, got in the zone, stared myself out a little bit, attacked it. It may have been 4 reps, it may have been 5. Genuinely, I don't know. I sort of took it up to a point where I was like, I'm pretty sure that's 5. Re-racked it. So yeah, that was the first 5x5. It'll be interesting to see if that progresses and if I feel that's comfortable enough to progress. Realistically, Realistically, by the end of this 3-4 week block, however much I want to take it, I'm hoping that 125 feels more comfortable. That's the aim for it anyway. So yeah, that's Monday out. I need to go get a shower and get some protein in me.
As a quick update, it's Tuesday morning and I am well and absolutely battered.
All right, so session 2 of the week, we are back into 3 sets of 20. This week I was up at 50 kilograms as opposed to 40 kilograms from last week. They felt good. They felt like I'd found a rhythm with it, and that it was just moving comfortably. The reason, that wind, wow. All right. The reason why I'm going sets of 20 is to build up that endurance, is to make sure that I'm moving correctly through a full set and fatiguing out due to reps rather than weight. So key points that I was picking out is that, yeah, I could keep my feet planted. I was losing my core stability a little bit. Now, I'm using a belt for when it's heavier, so when it's lighter, that's probably something that I need to work on and keeping that alignment set in place. At Pride, I was in the rack where it has just a little lift from the mats onto the wooden plate. So that might have just given me like a millimetre more dorsiflexion than I would be used to if I was just on a flat surface. But overall, semantics, and it really doesn't make that big of a difference. What does make a difference is things like the bar, the weights being set in place, the racks are really nice. So all those things make a huge difference in terms of the squat. Then went into those Romanian deadlifts using straps, 160, maybe a little bit too heavy, if I'm being completely honest. I was rushing through the set, so I might have to take that back a little bit to make that lighter, but then to get more time under tension and create a lot more tightness in the body. There's some split squats after that, some constant tension lateral lunges where I'm moving side to side, and then a little bit of rear delt shoulder work. Overall, fun session, good session. Always have a good time at Pride because it's a really nice gym. Next week, we're back into 5x5. The weight on the 3 sets of 20 will increase. Hopefully, my legs aren't battered like they were on Monday. I'm actually feeling pretty okay. Thursday, we shall see.